just thought I'd do a quick demo on how I use Tappits. I know they are a lot of people's nightmares, so I just thought I'd show you my easy way that I use them and I don't have any issues with it. Okay, so I've rolled out my black fondant here, and I've used this spacer tool that you should get with your Tappits, and it just makes sure that you are rolling your fondant out to the exact correct width for you to be able to cut them out. So I'll just do one more here. I've done two. So you roll out your fondant really thin as you can get it, and then you use the spacer, you just rub it on there, and it will give you this little strip of fondant that is ready to use your click stick. Sorry about the amount of corn flour I've got here. I'm just working on a cake at the moment, so it's chaos in my kitchen as usual. Okay, so I've got my strip and I'm going to be doing happy birthday. So I will just find my H to start with. There it is. So there are various ways you can do this. Some people actually rub shortening vegetable fat Trex onto their letters. I tend not to do that. I just literally get my little cornstarch pouch and just dab it on and tap it off. Okay, that's just to give it a little coating so your fondant won't stick inside your Tappit. So you've got your strip that you've cut out, so you're going to put your letter. I'm going for a capital H. Okay, I'm going for a capital H here. I'm going to put my letter that way onto my fondant. I'm going to press it, rub it, wiggle it around a bit, should be able to move, and then lift it off, and your H will come out on there. Now you need a little scriber tool or a cocktail stick or something that you can just pick off those little excess bits. Oh look, that's lucky. That's actually come out for me. So gosh, if they all did that, Tappits would be easy. You can actually pick it out with a little needle, but I prefer not to, because sometimes you can get a little pinprick in the letter and I don't like the look of it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the letter A. So again, I've got my cornstarch pouch, just give it a little tap on there, place it onto your fondant, pick out the excess bit. Okay, now this is how I do it. I hold on to the Tappit, grip it like that, and with my knuckles actually on the table, so I'm creating that little gap underneath the Tappit, I then get my index finger, push it back, release, and there is your letter. Okay, and then you can very carefully, if you use like something like Saraceno modelling paste to do this, a nice firm modelling paste, this will be so much easier. Okay, so I need a P. Where's my P? Here's my P. Okay, here's my P. Again, just give it a little dusting of cornstarch, get that cornstarch off, grip it with your hands. Oh, it would actually help if I had the fondant in there. Okay, squiggle wiggle your fondant. Squiggle wiggle, it's a thing, believe me. Just give it a little brush with your thumb or your finger just to smoothen those edges out. Make sure there's no little jaggy edges. Take off the excess in the middle. Grip. Okay, make a knuckle. put your knuckle down on the table so you've got that bridge, that little gap there. Flick back and release. And there is your P. Let's do another one there. Just give it another little dust. Okay, squiggle wiggle. That one's come out on there. Can I get it off? Sometimes I'll probably just leave it on there because if it gets stuck on there, it's going to have little juggy edges. So let's just go and do another one. Ideally, you'd like it to actually come out in the tappet like that. And then you can just smooth over with your thumb to get rid of any little jaggedy bits. Remove the excess. Make a fist. Hold it tight, clench it. Knuckles on the table. Get quite close to the letter that you want to ping out. Index finger, ping. Okay, I'll just do one more and then I'll leave it there for today. My letter Y. Okay, little dab, tap off the excess, get it on there, squiggle wiggle, release, remove the excess, wipe over with your thumb, grip, knuckles on the table, nice and firm, index finger and ping it out. And there you go. Okay, so I'm just going to carry on doing that. I hope this has helped. Lots of people are scared of tappets. They are a nightmare if you don't know how to use them properly. I never would have thought that I would ever do a tutorial straight through on how to use these, but once you get this method mastered, then it's a great tool. A good thing, a good piece of advice that I would give to you is when you roll out your fondant, if you don't use fondant for a start. I know I said fondant there, but use modelling paste because fondant is way too soft and you need to be able to roll this out super thin. So use a good brand of modelling paste. If you're just using a supermarket brand, that's fine. You'll still be able to roll it out super thin, but leave it to sit, leave it to harden for 3 minutes or so. Okay, give yourself enough fondant that you can do a few test runs just to make sure it's coming out okay. If it's still sticking, if it's not coming out of the tappet, leave it for another minute or two and go back. But the good thing to do is roll it out super thin. That is the key. Roll it out super thin and make sure you've got a nice consistency. You know, it's still bendy, but it's not going to crease or crack on you, okay? It's still very pliable, but it's not so soft that it's just going to keep getting stuck. So have a go. Let me know how you get on. I wish you all the best of luck. If there's any questions, pop them in the comments below. If you think this video will help other people, then by all means, feel free to share. And I'll try to, as I'm working, I'll try to do other videos like this as well, just as and when I'm doing it, because I don't really like to give too much away when I'm doing my cakes. But if there's a technique that I'm doing that I think would help, then I will most definitely be posting them up for you. Okay, so have a lovely day and I will see you again soon, hopefully.